Hi, what did the doctor say?
It was a false positive.
How's that even possible? Tell him to test you again.
He's already done 2 tests. He told me that I have a hormone imbalance and we should look at that before trying our baby. He also suggested that you should come in and get tested as well.
Was there no female doctor present? Women know these things better than men.
My dear husband, I'm gonna pretend like you didn't just make a sexist remark. My doctor is a qualified doctor, and he knows what he's talking about. I am not pregnant.
It's been 2 years, and we still don't have a baby. We've tried everything, but nothing's happening.
I know, and I'm sorry. I really want to have a baby, but it's so difficult. I've always dreamed of starting my own little family, but lately, it's been hard to see that dream realized.
You're not trying hard enough. This is all your fault. You drink, you're always outdoors, and you hang around with your friends that smoke. On top of that, you eat food that you shouldn't. Do you understand how important it is that we have a son, so we can carry our family bloodline? When you married me, you knew my views, and how I am, did you not?
Yes, I knew, but please don't blame me. I've been doing all I can. But it'd be a lot easier if you could also try the methods that are recommended.
Everything's fine with me. It's you. I do everything for you. I work and pay the bills. And I even have someone who cleans the house for you, so you don't have to do anything. But focus on bearing me a child. What's the point of our marriage if we don't have a child? I'm starting to feel like you're useless.
I don't appreciate how you're acting toward me. You know what? I'm going back to my father's house for a few days. You can stay in your house that you pay the bills for, and make a baby on your own. I'm tired, Malcolm. Day in and day out, I drink remedies because I'm trying to make you happy, but you never appreciate me.
Go. I know that you'll be back anytime soon. Did you see the snacks that I sent for you?
There's food in my father's house.
The way you're so moody these days. It's like you're pregnant already.
Buzz off. Don't act like you care about me.
Come on, woman, calm down. I'm trying to be nice to you, and you're making it very difficult to be nice to you.
I didn't ask you to be nice to me.
Fine. I'll stop talking to you then.
Can you give my inhaler to the courier that I sent? I've been feeling out of it for days.
Well, since your father's house has everything, there should be an inhaler there. Oh, and I wonder what you've been telling people about why you're not with your husband right now when you should be.
That's not anyone's business. I just need space and my inhaler.
Come and fetch it on your own.
I'll send my sister to fetch it, and you better give it to her.
Gosh, you're impossible to deal with. Sometimes I think that we should just break up.
Maybe you're right, since I can never do anything right in your eyes ever since you became baby obsessed.
You're talking nonsense.
Am I? You've not wanted to interact with me unless we're talking about the baby. You only buy me baby-related stuff. You didn't even remember my birthday this year. Admit it. You hate me because I can't give you a child.
I'm not gonna do this right now.
See? You won't even deny it. Got your inhaler and some clothes for you. I can't believe that he's being like that to you. Thanks, sis. I just pray that I get pregnant soon. Then at least he'll stop treating me like that. Why don't you leave? And then do what with my life? I've been a housewife and haven't worked a day in my life since Dad took care of the both of us. I decided not to go to college because I wanted to marry Mel. But you could go back to school. He's not worth it. I think I'm going back to my house and fixing my marriage. I'll try harder to have a child for him and make him happy so that he'll love me again. Well, that's your choice. Hey sis, how have you been? I miss you so much. Oh, just the same old. You should come to visit me soon. I've been sick lately. I'm in the area. We'll come and see you in a bit. I should say nothing. It's not my place. What is it? Spit it out. You've gained some weight, and your symptoms point to something. Like what? Are you pregnant? What? Why would I be pregnant? I'm not dating anyone. Okay, if you say so, but it looks that way. Just know you can tell me anything, and I'll help you out no matter how serious the matter is. I know that Dad wouldn't approve, but if you need help, I will help you. Oh my god, stop! I've been gaining weight due to stress at college. I'm 20 years old and stressed. I can't be pregnant. I'm pregnant. How far along? Who's the father of the child? It's very complicated. I'll talk to you another time. I need to get some work done. Just know that I'm here with you. Hi, Please don't tell anyone this.
What is it?
My sister's pregnant.
Really? That's wonderful news.
What do you mean that's wonderful news?
Well, at least she managed to do what you couldn't, and it proves that I'm not the problem.
What are you talking about?
A long time ago, in different countries, when a woman failed to give her husband a child, the help of her sister was enlisted.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that we now have a child.
Malcolm, tell me that you didn't sleep with my sister?
I did sleep with her. I don't have feelings for her at all. It was just to get a baby. You're still my wife, and she'll give you the baby when she gives birth.
Does she know that?
It'll be up to you to make her understand. You're her older sister. She'll understand what must be done. After all, she's the one who betrayed you.
You have got to be kidding me right now. You took advantage of my younger sister, and you don't see how that's wrong?
It was consensual.
No, I have to be dreaming. Do you think it was worth it? What? Sleeping with my husband? What did he give you that made you decide to betray me? Well, I'm sorry that you have to hear it from me, but he doesn't love you. And now that I'm pregnant with this child, you'll have to leave. Are you single-handedly trying to destroy the family? I can't let you do something so stupid. I'm telling you that I fell in love with Malcolm, and we had a baby, which we're gonna raise together. Well, Malcolm said I must convince you to give up the child, so that I can raise that child. Never! I would never give up my child. Malcolm would never do that to me. I get it. He's a sweet talker, and you fell for his lies. Trust me, I did too, until I found myself with years down the drain in an unhappy marriage. You're a pathetic liar. I'll tell Dad that you two tricked me. I wouldn't speak to Dad if I were you. Why not? You don't understand what's going on with Dad. The three of us can solve this, but do not involve Dad. You're only saying that because he'll take my side.
Where are you right now?
Home.
Come to the house this instant.
Dad, please, you have to understand, I had no control over this.
Don't try to make me understand. I'm deeply disappointed in you.
I'm sorry, Dad. It was all Malcolm. I didn't know that he would do this.
You should have told me when he started to disrespect you like that. You could have come home and stayed here. It is your home after all.
But Dad, I didn't want to stress you. You're terminally ill.
Don't fear my health and tiptoe around me like I'm already dead. I know that I won't survive this, but what I want in my last days is for my daughter to be happy.
I don't want to see Ivana ever again in my life.
Same goes for me.
What do you mean?
I've kicked her out of my house. I don't know where she'll go, but I don't have a daughter who goes after her own sister's husband. She came running to me, making it seem like she's the victim. I've been noticing her recent movements. I suspected there was someone, but to find out that it was my own son-in-law is what made it too painful. Now pack your stuff and come back home. That hooligan better be glad that I'm too weak to teach him a lesson.
Okay, Father, I'm coming home right now.
My poor baby, you should have told me everything from the very beginning. I never liked that man. Something about him always rubbed me the wrong way.
I told you not to go to Father with this. Now look what you've done. If his condition worsens, then I'll blame you. What are you talking about? Father has cancer. But he said he just has a fever. When did he get diagnosed? A few years ago. It's been advancing for several years now, despite treatment. He told me not to tell you. That's why I didn't want you to tell him. I didn't want your filthy deeds to be the last thing he remembered. What exactly did you think you were going to achieve by telling him? Did you think he was going to give you his blessing just because you're the youngest and the apple of his eye? Dad was supposed to take my side. After all, I'm the one studying business. I'm going to take over the company one day, not you. You're selfish. You couldn't even let me have one thing. I didn't want Dad to be stressed in his final days. I didn't know he was sick. Why didn't you tell me? This is all your fault. Stop blaming me. No, that was all you. You and Malcolm decided that you wanted to betray my trust on your own. It's not my fault that it cost you your relationship with Dad. Why'd I listen to Malcolm? Now my dad hates me and he doesn't want to speak to me. You're more than welcome to move in with him. I've moved back home. You planned this. I don't believe for 1 second that you're innocent. The thing with people who hurt others is that they think everyone else is plotting to hurt them, and that's not the case. Whatever. Mal and I just went for a scan, and our baby's growing fast. Good for you. I went back to school. Dad has to have at least one daughter with a head on her shoulders. I hope that you wake up and realize that he's using you one day. Dad's gonna forgive me soon. After all, I'm carrying the heir to his family. That's the smart business choice to make. You're an infertile divorcee. Oh, really? Yes, he's coming to dinner tomorrow night. You better start packing your bags. Just because he's coming to check in on you doesn't mean that he's forgiven you. You're such a simple-minded little girl. Did you just insult my intellect? I don't have time for this.
How can you ruin everything without even being present?
I take it that my father's told you that he's leaving everything to me?
Why didn't you warn me?
Well, I owe you nothing. You're my ex. For the past few months, he's been training me so that I can take over the company.
But your sister's the one who was supposed to take over the company. You didn't even go to college.
Yes, I didn't, because you promised me the moon and the stars. And then you decided to try and knock me up, so I would have the heir to the family, and you would benefit. Afterward, you got my sister pregnant, knowing that that would keep you in the family. And since I've never questioned your decisions, you never thought I could leave you.
Well, congratulations. You won. Ivana just left me in a fit of rage. She's blaming me for the stuff that you caused.
I caused?
You were supposed to be a good wife and give me a child. If you'd done that, then I would have never even looked at her.
You didn't want a child. You wanted a way to get my father's fortune. My sister has at least woken up to that, even though it's a bit late.
I will not forget what you've done. What you've taken away from me. My child's out there, and I don't know how he is.
Well, you can loathe me all you want, but it won't change that it's game over for you. I won. What made you think that you could use me, and that there would be no consequences? Well, you neither have a woman by your side, a child, or a fortune.
You are evil incarnate.
So I've heard. Allow me to speak to Father once. He doesn't want to speak to you, and he's unwell. I don't want you to upset him, but there's something which I must tell him. Tell me, and I shall convey it. I suspect this isn't Malcolm's child. Surely that will make him change his mind and take me back into the family? What? Why have you been quiet all along? Malcolm said he would take care of me, but it seems he just wanted the money. I think it's my ex's child, which means that all along he had the problem, but was making me feel bad. Yes, I'll speak to Father. I can't make promises. My sister never got to see my father, for he passed away that night. Everything was left to me, and I've been running the company with the help of his advisors. I gave my sister some money to leave me alone. We've gone no contact. A DNA test also revealed that the child wasn't Malcolm's, so I guess I wasn't the one with the problem.